can see.
Yeah.
You can see.
We good.
You can see.
Matter of fact, we great.
You can see.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Top 5 DOA. Niggas know he don't play. I can sell a key a day. I guess it's in my DNA. Comfortable with being at the top. That's where he gon' stay. Nigga usually stand there and shot when he see the K. I'm the general of the block, I'ma lead the way. Either way, you could call me Paul, long as Peter pay. These niggas could fuck around with me, that'll be the day. 45 ACP, I let them bleed away. Overpaid, underrated, death to the ones that hate me. Big family of criminals, I'm the one that made it. Still get you situated, blue steel, nickel plated. You could clearly see what's going on here, articulated.
Ain't I dope? Ain't I dope? Can I rock up me some coke? Can I buy another car and I don't have to pay a note? Can I pay my lawyer off and I don't have to go to court? I'ma smash a gang of bitches, get that money out I know. Yo! If you can see good money, what is we about? You can see the bitches, man, what they about? You can see the pain in these niggas' eyes. In front of look up and nigga, you know what they about. You can see the bitches and what they about. You can see we get money and what we about. You can see the pain in these niggas' eyes. In front of look up and nigga, you know what they about.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Top 5 DOA. Niggas know he don't play. Get it over quick. I figure you gon' die either way. Out there on the strip, late night, sipping E&J, breaking down on every sale we get. Nigga, me and K, they always gon' want the weed. They always gon' need the yay. Whoever don't need to bleed, definitely need to pray. All you niggas need to leave. All you bitches need to stay. Trying to alleviate the FBI and DEA. Whole scale full of work. Wholesale on the perch. Love me in the hood. Plus I got the jails on alert. Still get you situated. Blue steel, nickel plated. You can clearly see what's going on here. Articulated.
Ain't I dope? Ain't I dope? Can I rock up me some coke? Can I buy another car and I don't have to pay a note? Can I pay my lawyer off and I don't have to go to court? I'ma smash a gang of bitches, get that money out I know. Yo! If you can see good money, what is we about? You can see the bitches, man, what they about? You can see the pain in these niggas' eyes. In front of look up and nigga, you know what they about. You can see the bitches and what they about. You can see we get money and what we about. You can see the pain in these niggas' eyes. In front of look up and nigga, you know what they about.
Convict.
Shit.
Yeah. The mayor said the crime slowed down. That explains why there's so many cops in my town. I done did so many years in the struggle, man. Don't know how to live out the gutter, man. Them youngins taking over the old land and gang banging and move down south to expand. See all them little kids packing muscle, man. And they take it real serious when they hustle, man.
No father figure there, so he been a bastard. Knee deep in the street, even when it's drastic. Them things come wrapped, still neat in the plastic. All he doing is bringing heat to his demographics. Thank God the OGs is holding them. Short fuses, complex Napoleon. You can try to talk to him, but he ain't there. He done did a little bid, so he ain't scared. Yeah, but when he get to drinking, that's when he get to thinking about them bitches got him tweaking. Baby moms is freaking, hustle all week to get fresh on the weekend. Now he going off the deep end. What up?
The mayor said the crime slowed down. That explains why there's so many cops in my town. I done did so many years in the struggle, man. Don't know how to live up the gutter, man. Them youngins taking over the old land and gang banging and move down south to expand.
Bang, bang.
See all them little kids packing muscle, man. And they take it real serious when they hustle, man.
Learn how to clap before he learned how to stack. Now he doing 30-something years in the max. With numbers like that, it take years to relax. And it's violent, so it's mandatory years on the back. Ruthless, I'm just trying to tell you what the truth is. He ain't even want to hustle, he just want to shoot shit. Get high, get some pussy, run around stupid. Really a good kid, he just always want to do shit. Drop on the jukes, you can give him a quick call. Kicking it with him's like talking to a brick wall. Come from a good fam, so his book stay right. He only 23, he got a chance to see daylight. What up?
Mayor said the crime slowed down. That explains why there's so many cops in my town. I done did so many years in the struggle, man. Don't know how to live out the gutter, man. Them youngins taking over the old land and gang banging and move down south to expand.
Bang, bang.
See all them little kids packing muscle, man.
Muscle.
And they take it real serious when they hustle, man.
Don't be playing them close. Keep the work away from the guns. Keep the money away from them both. Keep it real with your set. Make them feel your respect. No matter what you do, never reveal your connect. Don't be running your mouth. You know what it is. If you ain't never tell it, how can they know what you did? That thing on your wrist, got that thing off the lot. You still gotta eat, dog, if you banging or not. Frustration build up and you gotta release. When the crime slow down, the dollar increase. 100 grand in the duffel, them youngins will bust you. And they take it real seriously when they hustle.
The mayor said the crime slowed down. That explains why there's so many cops in my town. I done did so many years in the struggle, man. Don't know how to live out the gutter, man. Them youngins taking over the old land and gang banging and move down south to expand. See all them little kids packing muscle, man. And they take it real serious when they hustle, man. The mayor said the crime slowed down. That explains why there's so many cops in my town. I done did so many years in the struggle, man. Don't know how to live out the gutter, man.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Happy Friday Eve. You know, we're going to talk about Triple H today and exactly how he let the fans down. and we're basically going to just prove to everyone exactly how much of a yes man Triple H is and how much of a fuck up The Rock is. Let's get it. So, good morning, everybody, on this good old Thursday. And you know, I was on earlier. Was talking about on how the word. I was speaking on how the word accountability basically should be used in life all around. And yeah, Triple H is one that really needs to hold himself accountable to shit, especially when it comes down to this WrestleMania. Now, of course, everybody's like, "Oh, it was Triple H, it was The Rock," and then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Oh, but listen, The Rock came out yesterday and he couldn't because he had prior engagements, and he decided to take himself out of the storyline. But at the same time, The Rock was the very important piece to that storyline. See, because when you came out, Elimination Chamber, and then afterwards, you came out and you asked Cody to sell his soul to you, and he told you to go fuck yourself, right? And then you went and you had John Cena flip on him. Where the fuck were you, WrestleMania 41? Well, you said that it was better that you didn't put yourself in, but yet you already did. Okay, no problem. But now here's the major problem now. Here is the fucking major problem that I have now. Okay? Here's the major problem now. First of all, I like to give all credits to this to the podcast, Cultaholic Wrestling. Peace to you guys. Monday Night Raw, Triple H gets to come out, and we didn't get to see this. Wonder why. But after the show aired, he came out and he basically had this to say to the fans.
Full audio from the Road to WrestleMania has been leaked in its entirety online, including the final words from surprise guest Triple H, with a very clear message to people who didn't like Mania.
Put a pinch of this pink salt on.
Sorry, guys, they're paying bills. Hold on.
This year.
Yeah, he said, I just want to thank all of you guys. It's been a hell of a week. We've had a blast. Hope everybody was entertained. This was a lot of fun. I've been back there and laughed my ass off. The truth is, hopefully everybody had a blast at WrestleMania weekend. And if you didn't, I got 2 words for you. F off.
Oh, those weren't the 2 words I was expecting him to say.
They certainly weren't, Tom.
Oh, my day. So the whole thing is on Twitter for you to check out. There's more details on what happened at the Roast of WrestleMania at cultaholic.com.
Right. Before I let this go any further, do you guys see exactly what I mean now? All of you fucking rock marks. All right. I've been on almost every fucking wrestling. Okay, I've been on almost every wrestling fucking channel here. And I'm just going to say this. All of you fucking guys, bro, are just like the guys of the boxing sector who just love the boxer and not the fucking boxing sport itself. Same thing here with wrestling. Like, there was this one fucking mark by the name of, I don't know who the fuck you were, but you're coming out and you say, oh, people do care what The Rock is saying. It's people don't care what the fuck you're saying, because I said, who gives a shit of what the Croc is saying? Right? Because he lied. You insert yourself, you make yourself a centerpiece to a major important storyline, to a major event that will basically outline the company for the rest of the year until the next one comes. Basically, the Super Bowl and the World Series of Wrestling, and this is what you do, because the spotlight wasn't on The Rock. Because right. So all of you fucking marks, have to understand that it's The Rock's fault. Okay? It's The Rock's fault. And at the same time, the rest of you fucking marks out there that are saying, oh, it's not Triple H's fault. Oh, Triple H has nothing to do with it. Oh, Triple H is just following what the boss says. Yes, I agree with you on that. He is a fucking yes man, which is what I'm trying to fucking tell you. And every time you open your damn fucking dick suckers, you try to fucking come and tell me what I'm saying. You just got proof that Triple H said if you didn't like it, fuck off. So would the wrestling fan be wrong to walk the fuck off after we've been insulted? After you made us invest almost another year into this bullshit, Mr. Paul Levesque? Do you think that it's permissible enough for you to tell the fight fan who basically it's holding your whole fucking... If there were no fans, you guys would not fucking exist. Let's get that shit straight. Wrestling is one sport where you have to go and please the fan. It is what the fuck the fan says. You lose eyes, you lose asses on seats, you lose money. Remember WWE when you started getting crazy with the fans and the fans had to shut you the fuck up when you had to let go a lot of motherfuckers on your roster back then, a couple of years ago. You remember that, you fucking scumbags? Now all of a sudden, you guys are trying to tell us what the fuck we want? Okay, by your logic, we did accept what the fuck you wanted to give us. And what happened? You failed at that. You know why you failed? You fucking failed because even the shit that you wanted to bring us, you couldn't even produce it correctly. Yeah, you wanted us to believe that The Rock was part of the storyline. So all of a sudden, The Rock not showing up at the storyline, not showing up at WrestleMania. Oh, no, but The Rock, no, The Rock, shut the fuck up. Oh, no, Triple H, he's just following orders. Like I said, yeah, if you're saying he's following orders, I'm telling you he's a fucking yes man, and he don't give a fuck about the fan. There's this thing going around. No disrespect to JD, because I did respect, right? That little thing, that theory with the long-term booking, right? I actually thought Triple H really fucking cared for us. And no disrespect to anybody who believes in that. But now I have to stop believing because the insults just keep coming directly, indirectly. And that's one thing that you don't do is beat up the fan. And Triple H has come out and said that if any of us didn't like WrestleMania 41 and what they bought us, that we can go fuck off. You know what? I don't give a fuck if Braun Strowman is the third man. I don't give a fuck about no Seth Rollins or no fucking OTC storyline. I really don't give a fuck about any of that storyline anymore. But you know why we shouldn't invest ourselves into this shit anymore, guys? Because if we continue to allow this fucking pelican-nosed motherfucker by the name of Paul Levesque and this other stupid, big old fucking steroided motherfucker by the name of The Rock to continue to run this wrestling shit, you will no longer have wrestling. And John Cena let you know that he was going to ruin wrestling, meaning they're going to use him to fuck everything up that we invested in. So basically, what they showed us and what they're giving us at any time, just like that little fine print on the bottom of any flyer that says matter or event subject to change. Well, subject to change. They're really going for that shit now. Yeah, so you can't believe these motherfuckers anymore. Wow, to tell the wrestling fan to go fuck themselves because you fucked up, because you reneged out of something that you were supposed to give us. So now that we're calling you out for it, you're taking no accountability. That's the word of today and every day. No accountability, man? Okay.
But all jokes have a soupçon of truth in them, a soupçon of truth within them. Triple H has been very vocal on the road to WrestleMania about how he feels about critics of the product, how he feels about reporters. We didn't do enough from Paul. And how he feels just in general about people that fantasy book and try and sort of predict where the story's going. We're basically told, I know, right?
My heart.
This man, Paul, This man writes War and Peace every month.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, I think, well, it certainly feels like.
Well, I mean, it's the length of War and
a
Peace.
tree and a half dies so Andrew can write his pitches.
It's true.
You have guys who are doing prediction leagues on this. They take their time out. This guy spends 3 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 3 hours a day on wrestling. There are other people that spend their fucking budget on wrestling, their checks on wrestling. There are people that are striving right now that probably owe rent, cell phone bills in order to get to a fucking event or buy a certain piece of merchandise and you're gonna tell us to go fuck ourselves, bro? To go fuck off?
It's true.
And you're going to make him feel like that. That's a shame. So he made his feelings towards people very clear from that ilk, saying, just shut up, enjoy the ride, stop trying to predict it, just have fun. So his final words are very much ring true to how he feels in real life.
Yeah, just kind of continuing, as you say, sort of the theme of the whole road to WrestleMania with Triple H just being like, shut up, enjoy the ride. There you go.
As we say, the entire roast of WrestleMania, despite the fact that audio recordings and video recordings were banned, they're little things they put around their necks apparently to put their phones in.
Yes.
Somebody hit record before they put theirs in, so you can hear the whole thing online right now. Now, AEW had some big news regarding the Owen Hart.
Okay. I wanted to show you that, just to show you that I'm not on here just swinging or trying to latch on or anything. I've been in the wrestling community for a while, a long time, right? But when it's cooking, I'm speaking on it. So ain't no clout chaser here or no leech like some fucking people. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Triple H, you're wrong. All right? Rock, Dwayne Johnson, you should no longer insert yourself in anything. If you are a chairman of the board or wherever the fuck it is that you are, that you own half of WWE or whatever, stay the fuck back there. Do not do anything with the talent. Stay way back there, Dwayne. Okay? To the point that they have to show us on the big screen TV that you're back there, right? We don't care. We're tired of you prostituting fucking wrestling whenever you want to make yourself relevant. Whenever you make a film, you want to come in, you want to interject yourself in main events and act like you have always been there. And I'm going to explain something to you. There was a pipe bomb that CM Punk, there is a pipe bomb that John Cena had given you when you were going against them for their titles, when you try to make yourself relevant when you came back in their time of reign. Right? Dwayne, you're so fucking selfish that you even tried to fuck up Black Adam that was already written. You went behind fucking people's fucking backs, the higher ups, to try to get your fucking way. And what happened? Warner Brothers ain't want to fuck with you anymore. DC said, get out of here with this Rock shit. And guess what? Your Black Adam character fucking failed. Okay? Fucking failed. And by the way, Black Adam has a fucking widow's peak. He's not bald. So Rock 2 was down with the democratic politics as to race swapping, right? Because let's be honest here, the shit that The Rock is applying here on us fucking wrestling fans is exactly what it is. The democratic fucking strategics of their politics. Take what we are giving you, and that is all. And it's disgusting. Now, when I say that Triple H is just a fucking yes man, and you guys are saying, oh, he's just following orders, you sound stupid. You are a bunch of stupid motherfuckers. When a motherfucker is telling you what the fuck it is, and you're telling him that what he's saying is not, but you're saying it in another way, all leading up to the same shit, that the motherfucker is a fucking yes man. I don't want to hear nothing about Triple H. There's a struggle going on. We can no longer speak on this internal struggle that's going on, or was, or supposedly going on between Triple H and Paul Levesque and fucking Khan. We can no longer speak on that. We can no longer say something is true like you have fucking guys have been trying to. No. Triple H is down with that shit. Forget about long-term booking. Forget about that shit now. You know why? Because he told us to fuck off. So his long-term booking is not going to consist of something that we're going to fucking like. And it's a fucking shame. Because I really wanted to believe in that long-term booking shit. And I'm not pointing out anybody, but we really got to let go of this shit now. I'm tired of praising Triple H. Triple H has been behind this shit all this time. Only reason why The Rock went back last year and fixed the shit was because they was about to lose a lot of money and it was so fucking obvious. This year, since The Rock couldn't have his way, and because his fucking best friend is Khan, the guy that owns the fucking WWE now, right? Made him have fucking partner. So now Triple H gets to lick their fucking gooch and yes, sir, right? And tells us, fuck off. If you didn't like it, I got 2 words for you. Not suck it, fuck off. So how about if we were to just fuck off? Huh? And I'm not talking about by the thousands or hundreds of thousands. How about by the millions? Huh? How about when you go to see SmackDown, right? Your ticket sales that week, when you probably sold out SmackDown. Now the tickets are refunded, telling you to fuck off. Would you like that? Dwayne, Khan, and fucking Levesque, would you like that? Would you like the wrestling fan to just say, you know what? We will fuck off. Fuck you. Right? They'll fuck off on you and just leave your shit, all your products. This is what I strongly suggest until we get an apology. All of y'all that are going to make videos, all of y'all that are going to call yourself wrestling journalists, specialists, whatever the fuck ists that you want to add at the end, you better make sure, right, that you call for a lockout. That us wrestling fans lock these motherfuckers out in order to respect us. Because I don't know about you motherfuckers, but if you work hard for your money and you feel proud buying their products, I don't think you should anymore. Especially when they say, your word ain't shit, fuck off, give us your money, get what we're doing. Really? Is that how you like to be talked to? Really? All you fathers out there that are working real hard, possibly overtime, you haven't been able to build a man cave if you own a house. You haven't been able to buy any type of anything that you'd like for yourself. Right? And now your getaway, let's just say, is wrestling. And yeah, you want to get away, you want to take the family. It's totally expensive now. You're feeling proud. You don't mind that you're not getting this or that for yourself because you're going to take your children, your family to this, right? Only to get a fuck off because you can't place your opinion. You can place your money, you can place your bets, you can do whatever you'd like, but you can't give us any criticism. Fucking Paul Levesque want to come out and tell fucking guys on here, and I'm surprised that you guys have not called this shit out. All of you podcasters, all of you wrestling fucking, I've been sitting in your fucking crowd and you're saying everything but fuck you, Paul Levesque. Right back. I'm saying it. Fuck you, Paul Levesque. And fuck you, Dwayne Johnson, Khan, the rest of you motherfuckers who's with this. Why can't you? Why? Are you scared that they might take your press passes away? Are you scared? Why? Because this is how they win, you know. And you do know they're fucking you in your ass. Yeah, they're sticking the almighty WWE Vince McMahon playbook right up in your ass, and you're loving every bit of it because you're protecting The Rock. You're protecting fucking Paul Levesque. You're protecting these 3 scumbags that had just told us, right, via, however the fuck you want to pronounce it, through fucking Triple H to go fuck off. Now, I don't know about you guys, but in my life, when I've been told to fuck off, I'd never come back. At most points, even with an apology. I don't know about you guys, but I won't be watching wrestling for the entertainment anymore. I will be criticizing this motherfucker now. Vamos, which happens to be a wrestling fan, says wrestling is not what it used to be. You know, I used to enjoy watching Raw, SmackDown, the pay-per-views. And now I can't honestly watch it, bro. See? And that's only one. Go to the honest content creators here that are in the wrestling community that are calling this shit out. Because I have yet to see any of you guys tell Paul Levesque, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. I still have yet to see any of you guys tell The Rock, go fuck yourself. You narcissistic, rich, bald motherfucker, you. I have yet to see it. You criticize the program, you criticize what they've done, but you won't criticize the fucking men. Criticize them. Because it seems like Triple H just don't like criticism. He don't like it. He don't like it. He don't like being criticized. Levesque, listen. Listen. Your reputation, first of all, is dog shit. All right? And I will be playing them when I broadcast Elbows of the 80s, on where there were people that were your road dogs, your friends, your colleagues, that were saying that you came into there with plans of wanting to take over the business, right? Right. And then you found your spot. Oh, you found your spot, Stephanie McMahon. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And honestly, Paul, now since you said fuck off, I can actually tell you that you are a padded wrestler. You had your hand held throughout your whole fucking career. Why? Because you were fucking the boss's daughter. I'm going to tell it like it is. You are married to Vince McMahon's fucking daughter. You have 2 children with her, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Before you had your beautiful children, before you got into your beautiful marriage, and I'm not going to disrespect you on your personal level. I'm talking about your business ethics, brother. And as to me personally, as a man, to you as a man, why I understand why you're like this. You've always been fucking conniving. You're not really a cool guy. Yeah, you know. You only do that in front. You're really one of those motherfuckers that are just like The Rock. In order to get that bullshit boat that you call, or ship that you call WWE to keep sailing, now you think that you're going to do what they've been doing to us as Americans 4 years in a row by promising us stuff and then reneging at the last moment? Buddy, you, along with The Rock and Khan, first of all, number one, can go fuck yourselves. Turn each other sideways, shine each other up real good, and shove each other up each other's candy asses. That's what I would like you to do. That's number one. Number two, I would definitely love to tell you that you got another thing fucking coming if you think that this is the way that we're going to accept to be treated. Now, all of you fucking soft wrestling fans and all you soft fucking content creators that are scared to touch this subject, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. Because if it's one thing that Stone Cold Steve Austin don't like, is a damn yellow-bellied coward. And a lot of y'all are acting just like it. If they were so bold and brazen to get up there and fucking tell us, fuck off, then we should be just as bold as love. Right? Jimi Hendrix, Bold as Love. Great song. We should be as bold as love and get up there and tell them, oh, yeah? Okay. Fuck you. Fuck your titles until you give us an apology. Because we're not going to front. We love wrestling. But there are other wrestling fucking organizations out there that are not kicking us down because they fucked up. And now, since we don't want to accept it, like we're not going to talk about it. Yo, Rock, Paul, y'all ain't perfect. The WWE is not perfect. Regardless, you're supposed to be the high ceiling of the sport. There are more botches there than there are in the fucking minor leagues, if there are any. So where's the professionalism? As a matter of fact, since it's the top echelon of professional, remember that word, wrestling, where is the professionality here coming out from you fucking so-called CEOs to the fans? Where? Yeah, where's the professionalism? Where is it? I don't see it. I don't see not one of you motherfuckers from over there being professional with any of the fans. See, Triple H, what you should have done was say, listen, I see that most of you guys are pretty upset about what's happening. There's a reason why. Stay tuned in. That would have been better than, and if you don't like, and if you didn't like WrestleMania 41, I got 2 words for you. Fuck off. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not even in the staff and I know to be a bit more professional and not tell millions and millions of fucking fans to go fuck themselves if they didn't like the product that I falsely advertised to them all these months. Because that's really what it was, a false advertisement, Paul. How you going to tell us to go fuck off, but yet you falsely advertised The Rock, bro? Now it'd be fucked up if people now sue you. Regardless, you have that subject to change. Because now, if we were to take this to the court of law, take a good look at this. The Rock is in the storyline. He started this shit. How is he not finishing it? You guys are stupid. So I think that everybody that's scared to talk about this, you need to stop being fucking cowards. And you really need to tell Paul Levesque to go fuck himself. You need to tell The Rock that we're fucking keep making your fucking movies, in which you've lost a lot of fucking moviegoers, bro. Especially with the see, Rock, what you fucked up at is half your base wasn't women. It was wrestling fans, bro. And you keep coming into wrestling, right? You got a movie coming out. You're supposed to play Mark, whatever the fuck his name, some UFC legend, right? With prosthetics and shit like that. Rock, we're tired of you coming into the WWE every time you got to promote something to come and promote it. We're tired of that. We're tired of you dipping and diving in and out of fucking wrestling whenever you feel like you're scared of your second midlife crisis. You're scared of it. You don't want to face it. So you strut down, lift a little bit more weights, a little bit more baby oil. Here comes the fucking the last boss, the final boss, the final narcissistic boss, and comes out and thinks that because in real life he sits at the board that he can actually take matches away, insert himself, and then remove himself, leaving shit like storylines that's going to affect everything, mostly everything within that company, because it's a main event storyline. It's a storyline that's going to be a main eventer on every fucking pay-per-view that it's involved in. So how do you not take care of that gold mine? Because in reality, it's not just storylines that are gold mines. The gold mines that you're supposed to be taking care of are the fans. And when you go and you start kicking at the fans because of your mistakes, no matter whose it was, The Rock's, Triple H's, Nick Khan, whoever the fuck it was, don't matter. Hold yourself accountable, issue a huge worldwide apology to all the fans for disrespecting us, because it is you that fucked up. Do you know that if every inventor, every product maker, any salesman, any company, any corporation that is selling a product or plural products, do you know that if they didn't take surveys or take criticisms, they wouldn't know what the fuck their customers would want. Now, you guys over there in wrestling don't do focus groups. You don't take surveys. You don't sit. You do by ear. Your shit is word of mouth, right? That's how you listen. If you get a pop, okay, right? You guys, and then what the fans are saying. So Triple H, you're on social media with many fucking right, and you're looking through all the social media in the gorilla position backstage, right? Right? And you're looking at all of it. You're looking at everybody's response and certain matches, what pops, what's make it right. But I guess when you were watching that night, you were so mad you couldn't take criticism that all over the internet, even live, when you went out there at the end to make that fuck off speech and to first you thank us and then you tell us fuck off if we didn't like it. I feel something real bad is coming down the pipe with this WWE and the fans. See, but this is the problem with the fan. And I'm speaking as one. A lot of fans like to settle. It's happening in every sport. Sport's been watered down. It devolved. A lot of sports. A lot of woke shit. Like football now is like flag football. Like, you know what I mean? It sucks. So now, with this wrestling, they're going to take the heart and soul of the event, of the storyline, which makes the event, and they just have a fucking body there with no pulse whatsoever because they've taken the heart. So it's lifeless. It's a lifeless fucking show. Really? All of them? This is what's wrong with the fan. The fan is not saying, yo, I feel disrespected. Fuck y'all. And the people that are ready to go see Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow, I don't see why you're not returning your fucking tickets. I don't see why we're not giving these guys a lockdown and telling them, yo, fuck y'all, bro. You don't disrespect us. It was your mistake. You made this shit with The Rock. The Rock decided because the light wasn't shining on him that I'm not going to show up. I'm not going. Had other obligations, really. If you had other engagements, Rock, please stay the fuck where your engagements are. Stay the fuck back there. Don't come here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay back there in the office, collecting your fucking millions. Keep making your movies. We don't need you in the wrestling ring. You had your time. You had your time. And when you try to take the shit away from Cody Rhodes last year, the fans spoke. They said, we will burn this shit down if you don't finish the storyline with Cody. And you did. But this year, you cucked them out. You made him look like a fucking idiot. You gave us a fucking rapper that hardly no one knows. This is this. If it wasn't for the ladies, and if it wasn't for that Monday Night Raw with the Braun Breaker stuff, because I tell you right now, guys, this Cody line storyline, the Cody Rhodes storyline, it's over. They got that out the way. Now it's going to be John Cena, Randy Orton, and the other guys. They're not going to put Cody Rhodes back there on top. Cody Rhodes will be the mid-carder that we all know that he is, even though I think he was great. This was his time. And obviously, the old Vince McMahon ways are still there through The Rock because I guess they don't trust Cody enough. I guess they don't. So they put a vet back in there. And now they're banking off, which is not the greatest heel turn ever. Y'all need to stop that shit. The greatest heel turn ever was the NWO Hulk Hogan, this John Cena shit. Very predictable. Whoever didn't see John Cena turning heel, whoever didn't see that coming, yo, I mean, I don't know what to say. And I knew it was coming because where else was John Cena going to go after this? What else was he going to do? And the phase of the anti-hero where he's like in between good and bad, that shit had to end. And at the same time now, it seems like The Rock wants to get rid of baby faces. The Rock is doing too much, and his too much is going to damage a lot of that company. And The Rock needs to stay the fuck behind closed doors. Stay behind your fucking desk. Stay behind your little pen and your contracts and your guest speeches. We don't want to see you in this fucking ring no more, bro. We really don't want to see you in this fucking ring anymore. Your time is over, Rock. And we are done with you. Okay? We are really done with you. And a lot of us are insulted. Very, very insulted. And where you don't get us at is you're not understanding that the money that you guys are taking off from people that have worked hard, you don't know how they got this money. Most of the areas that you go to, half the population is either middle class or below middle class. Like I said earlier, and I'm going to continue to say it, Paul, Khan, Dwayne. There are a lot of people that are backed up with bills and what they owe, and they sacrificed just to have that child or their family member or whatever, just for these events. And for you to just do this and just tell people fuck off. That's hard, man. That's disgusting. And I hope and pray that they walk away from you motherfuckers, boy. I hope some fans really show you what the fuck it is. Now I want to share some wrestling news with you guys. This is wrestling. This is what culture wrestling. Please go give them a like and subscribe. Rest in peace, Mongo McMichaels, a former Four Horsemen. Peace to you. Let's listen on it.
On today's Solo Thursday news, the wrestling world reacts to the passing of Steve Mongo McMichael. An NXT name has been discussed for a main roster call-up. There's an update on Bryan Danielson's AEW status, and a TNA star departs the company. Hello and welcome to What Culture Wrestling with myself, Andrew Pollard. I hope you're well. I hope you're good. I hope your week is treating you as well as possible. Now, we start things today with the very sad news of the passing of Steve Mongo McMichael yesterday at the age of 67 following a 4-year battle with ALS. That is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, a disease that affects nerves in the brain and the spine. This sad news, it was announced by Jarrett Payton, the son of Mongo's Chicago Bears teammate Walter Payton. Earlier on Wednesday, Jarrett announced that Mongo had entered hospice care, which was sadly followed by the news he passed away later in the day, Wednesday afternoon. I believe it was around 5:30 p.m. local time. A Hall of Fame defensive tackle and part of the 1985 Super Bowl winning Chicago Bears team, Mongo was better known to wrestling fans for his time, of course, in WCW in the 90s. Hey, I'm not going to claim that I know anything about the NFL and about American football, but you don't win a Super Bowl or get into a Hall of Fame unless you're a pretty great player. But I do like to think I know a little bit more about wrestling, at least. And with that, Mongo came into WCW in 1995 as a commentator, although he'd actually appeared for the then WWF earlier that year as part of Lawrence Taylor's rivalry with Bam Bam Bigelow that culminated, of course, at Wrestlemania 11. But Mongo came into WCW in 95, was initially part of a really fun commentary team with Eric Bischoff and the legendary Bobby the Brain Heenan. Mongo, in his role, he was typically, at that point in time anyway, he was the babyface commentator, bringing a nice spark and energy to broadcast. Plus, of course, he had Pepe with him, his Chihuahua, and I'm always here for a good doggo. And Pepe, man, Pepe had the best outfits. I even saw an old clip a couple of weeks ago where Pepe, there was some beef with Ric Flair during one of Nature's promos that just got a chuckle out of me, man. That popped me. But yeah, speaking of Ric Flair, Mongo would step into the ring in 1996. The Great American Bash, actually, teaming with Kevin Green to go up against Flair and Arn Anderson. That was Mongo's first ever match, and he turned heel in that first ever match. And not only that, but that heel turn would see Mongo join the Four Horsemen, forming a version of that iconic faction. At that point in time, it was Mongo, Flair, Anderson, and Chris Benoit. He'd also be part of the Horsemen when Kurt Hennig joined, and then also later when Dean Malenko was part of the group. Now, was Mongo the best in-ring worker? Not exactly, but you could always tell that he was just, absolutely busting his ass to try and do as well as he could. And again, he was an entertaining performer. And that means so much in the world of professional wrestling. That in-ring career would also see him have a short run as the US champion, the WCW US champion, beating Jeff Jarrett for that belt in 1997 and losing it to Kurt Hennig a few weeks later. Now, Mongo would leave WCW in, 1999? And that was pretty much it for his wrestling career, bar a 2008 TNA appearance where he'd referee a four-way Monsters Ball tag team match. It was, Beer Money versus the Dudleys versus LAX versus Abyss and Matt Morgan. There we go. The amount of random stuff in my head. Anyway, following the news of Mongo's passing, Ric Flair was one of the first people to pay tribute to his friend, Take It to X, to describe Mongo as his best friend and an amazing athlete and an amazing human. Sting posted about how he was grateful for the last few conversations he'd had with Mongo about this life and a life to come. WWE's Adam Pearce paid tribute to Mongo's work ethic, rebel spirit, and his ability to entertain. The Blue Meanie as well talked fondly about some time he got to spend with Mongo at a wrestling convention. And Missy Hyatt as well was another who posted about Mongo's magnetic personality. It's just a really sad time, man. And you have to report on these situations, and you just say, it goes without saying that the thoughts of us all here at What Culture Wrestling go out to the family, friends, and fans of Steve Mongo McMichael at this time. May he rest well.
Thanks so much for watching this video and supporting our channel.
Thank you, What Culture Wrestling. Appreciate you, no doubt. Rest in peace, Mongo McMichaels, one of the Four Horsemen. After the live, you can check out a pic of Mongo McMichaels when I post it on my community tab. You can go check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And I just want to tell the sisters that are out there and some of the brothers that if you're not into wrestling, you want to get into it, I am very honored to guide you into that. And I'm really, really appreciative of your support. A lot of y'all like, I don't know nothing about boxing and wrestling, but I'm still here to support. And I greatly appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I can teach you a little something, and I'll do it in a fun way. You know what I mean? And it's always great to bring new eyes into wrestling and boxing, but mostly wrestling now. I wouldn't go to the boxing sector unless I gave you recommendations of good channels. It's a mess over there. But yeah, the wrestling community, good community, good people. You know what I'm saying? All I want from the uploaders from the wrestling community is this. Y'all need to really hit the subject with Paul Levesque telling us to fuck off. All right? And the message was sent by Khan and fucking Johnson. And the rest of these fucking board members or shareholders, whoever the fuck they are. Now, when it comes to the shareholders, minus some of them, but you shareholders, bro, take a good look at the shareholders from Disney now. Let's talk about the business side of it. Look at the shareholders from Disney, stupid. Or should I say plural, stupids? Bunch of imbeciles. Take a good look at Disney's. A lot of y'all pulled away from them the moment they went woke and right, and they're going broke, right? Disney, right? Lost billions and billions of dollars. The shareholders. Same thing should happen to the WWE if you're not making your money. And it's going to happen. If they keep on with this, if this doesn't hit the fan, and the fan says, fuck this, they owe us an apology. And I ain't coming back. I ain't buying shit. I ain't doing nothing until they, right? Which should rightfully happen. I think they're a corporation now. Every corporation, anything that's going to come out here and offer you a product, but then not allow you to give feedback on it. Yeah, I don't think they should exist. I think that they should be penalized by their fans, the ones that made them rich all these fucking decades, the ones that kept you on map, the ones that when your shit was fucking whack, we were still supporting and saying your shit is good when it wasn't. And because we did that, we pulled more people in, basically lying for you motherfuckers, putting our fucking reputations out there for y'all, and this is what we get. Fuck off. Okay. 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 Not a problem. Not a problem. You know what I'm saying? I want to say to JD from New York, great fucking content. All right. This man tells the fucking truth along with a couple that are there. But for me, you know, the man that's going to tell it like it is would be JD from New York. Now, I hope he doesn't strike me for this. I really hope he doesn't strike me for this. I just want to point out, and I want to play this video for you. All right. My man JD came out with a very powerful fucking video. I'm only going to play about maybe 20 minutes of it. Okay? This wasn't a rant. This is something that I'm saying. Okay? The problem is he's been on here for as long as me, but he's been doing this wrestling shit longer than me. All right? And I'm going to tell you right now, this man, the way he put it with The Rock, it's titled "The Rock Single-Handedly Ruined WrestleMania 41" and John Cena's heel turn. He's going to show you on how selfish this shit was. He's going to break it down a bit more better for you guys. So just pay attention. Peace to JD from New York. Everybody go check out JD from New York.
You know, I think I'm pretty well prepared for this video. I feel like I have to make this video today, and we're just going to hit record and see where we end up. I haven't been this pissed. I haven't been this frustrated as a fan since the days of Vince McMahon and how he wanted to come back to the company, abuse his power, and just continue to take over everything that was going on creatively in light of all his malicious and absolutely deplorable behavior. Almost acting as if he didn't do anything wrong. Please, this is my company. I'm coming back. I have all the power. WrestleMania 41 should have been the successor to WrestleMania 40 that us fans could have absolutely celebrated over. We did not celebrate. We didn't celebrate at all because what we looked at on night 2 especially was one of the worst main events in WrestleMania history, one of the biggest flops in WWE history, and now we have someone in Dwayne Johnson who is outright defiant, going on Pat McAfee's show yesterday and basically taking everything that happened and placing the blame on the current administration led by Triple H.
I just have to say, you know, this is where I disagree with him a little bit, because now after we found out that he said, if you didn't like WrestleMania 41, fuck off, right? Those 2 words he had for us. I really would like to know how JD feels about this and everyone else. This is what I'm saying. No disrespect to anyone. Not bringing no smoke, no drama, no nothing. No. I just want to know your take on it, JD, and everyone else. I want to know your take, because this shit hurts as a wrestling fan for them to come out and shit on us like this now. To say, if you ain't like it, fuck off. Got 2 words for you. Not sure if it hit your desk yet, but if it has, please, as someone who follows you, someone who follows everyone else out there, let us know how you feel. You guys are leaders here. We really don't want to be misled here. We need a voice, and we would like Triple H to be held accountable and to hold himself accountable and give us an apology, because the fuck up didn't come from us. But I do agree with him coming from The Rock and the administration. But I just want to know his take now, because I believed in Triple H. But now that he's told us to fuck off, I think he's part of this now. He's just the yes man. It's just my take, though.
He was on the Pat McAfee show yesterday. I watched with open eyes and open ears intently at 12:15 p.m. Eastern. He went on the Pat McAfee show, and I find it funny how after everything that had happened this weekend, coming out of night 2, and then coming out of Monday, it's amazing the series of events that we got. WrestleMania Night 1 was awful. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins, they saved Saturday night. Everybody was on an emotional high going into Sunday. Everybody was
I totally agree. Totally agree. That main event saved the first show.
excited going into Sunday at the prospect. Seth Rollins. Is Seth Rollins the third man? Is Seth Rollins going to sell his soul? Are we going to see Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman standing side by side with The Rock and John Cena? It was right there for them to take. We get to night 2, much better than night 1. Then we get to the main event, and we get what we get. Everybody's talking about how bad the main event is. Everybody's talking about the missing piece, that The Rock didn't show up. Everybody's talking about that. We go into Monday. Triple H gives us this great Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, one of the better Raw after Manias in many, many, many years. And then The Rock goes on Pat McAfee and blows it all up. So we go from great main event on night 1, great show on night 2, terrible main event on night 2, great Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania with the way that they ended, and then The Rock blows everything up. What a 48 hours there, Dwayne. I don't really understand the logic to what's going on. I think I know what's going on. I mean, it's clear as day as to what's going on. But I think his interview on Pat McAfee really just kind of exposed what was going on.
If you drink a lot of water and aren't
So far, he's really breaking this down. Okay. I hope you guys are seeing the side.
Let's start with this. Pat McAfee and The Rock sat down and they talked about the Elimination Chamber. Rock says this about the Chamber. I got a call about a month before the Elimination Chamber. I get a call from Ari Emanuel, who we know owns TKO. TKO owns WWE. He's been my longtime business partner and one of my best friends for over 20 years. He said, we need help at the Elimination Chamber. Ticket sales are slow.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Not saying JD saying it, but he's pointing that out. Okay. We all know that was a bunch of bullshit, what they stated, because it was sold out. And it ain't because of The Rock.
Ticket sales are slow. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. The Rock shows up a week before the Elimination Chamber on Friday Night SmackDown, so there's a full 7 days before we get to the actual Elimination Chamber show, which is primarily built around the Elimination Chambers because it's an integral part of the road to WrestleMania. John Cena's in his last chamber. CM Punk is in that chamber. John Cena and CM Punk will be in the chamber at the same time. John Cena and what he's doing this year in his final year is the selling point. So Dwayne shows up 7 days before the chamber, and he puts himself into a storyline because supposedly Ari Emanuel wanted him there at the chamber for poor ticket sales. The Elimination Chamber was already 40,000 deep at Rogers Center for that following Saturday.
Exactly. Thank you, JD. Exactly. You see this bullshit?
I don't know how many tickets The Rock ended up selling for the Elimination Chamber, but I'm sure it did nothing in the grand scheme of things for WWE to boast even more about the revenue and the ticket sales that they had for that show in Toronto on March 1st. So The Rock needed at the chamber is a complete bullshit narrative. Do you know what we needed at the chamber? John Cena, his last chamber in his final year, trying to get into the main event. And oh my God, he's in the Elimination Chamber with probably one of his career's greatest rivals in CM Punk. That is it. We didn't need
The Rock. We did not need The Rock. Y'all paying attention?
The Rock at the Elimination Chamber. And Ari Emanuel tells The Rock, ticket sales are low. Mr. Emanuel, let me tell you something there, bro. The Elimination Chamber and the ticket sales, why are they so slow? Why aren't they selling? I don't know. Maybe it costs a fucking down payment on a small house to take a family of 3 or 4 to go enjoy a WWE live event.
And we're all passionate about this. So whoever's going to talk shit about, oh, why the fuck he's screaming? We're passionate about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's hitting the point that I hit as well. With the families, that I just said earlier, the families out here that are doing things to sacrifice to get these fucking expensive tickets and you can't continue a storyline. You can't give us what you promised us in order for us to buy these fucking tickets. The sacrifice, you're just going to omit that. Through my perspective, not JD's or anyone else's, to tell us fuck off, this goes to that too. Oh, I really want to know everyone's take now that they've heard it, because it came out today that he told us to fuck off if we didn't like 41. Triple H, that is. Oh, I really want to know what people have to say about this.
They're not slow because The Rock is not there. You have one of the most loaded rosters in WWE history on the road to WrestleMania, their biggest season of the year, and you're citing slow ticket sales because Dwayne is not at the Elimination Chamber. Fuck out of here, man. Complete bullshit. Now, he wanted to be at the chamber because he needed to be integrated into the road to WrestleMania because they didn't factor him in the plans creatively yet. Beyond that, he goes, what are we finding is with Chamber? It's becoming the pay-per-view that's been interesting and fans have had fun, but it's also the conduit for WrestleMania and how we create an Elimination Chamber that people must tune in to see. For all the reasons that I just mentioned, we didn't need Dwayne for people to tune into the Elimination Chamber. How do we create that? And he said, right now we don't have that. Will the final boss show up? So Rock shows up on the Friday night before the week of Elimination Chamber, asks Cody, I want your soul. I want a brother. I've never had a true brother. I want your soul. I want you to be my champion.
Salute Ross Clock 222. No doubt. Get to see your brother. No doubt. You understand what JD's saying here? Rock didn't have to interject. He didn't have to put himself into there. It would have been fine with just a storyline with John Cena's last year. He's trying to make it to the fucking WrestleMania in order to win the title. But The Rock came in, asked this motherfucker to sell the soul, and made John Cena turn heel. So The Rock was supposed to be down with that because John Cena sold his soul to The Rock. So where the fuck was The Rock?
Everybody's asking, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Why do you want Cody's soul? What does that mean for you to take Cody's soul? And what does that mean that you want Cody to be your champion? Weren't you just on January 6th, Netflix debut from Monday Night Raw, glazing Cody Rhodes in the front row, basically telling him that he has been your champion for the last year and that he's put the company on his back in the most financially successful year in the history of WWE? Or am I going fucking blind?
No, JD, you're not. And neither are we. We're not going deaf. We're not going dumb either. No, sir. No, we are not. It is called the democratic politics coming from a fucking crazy, stupid, dumb, narcissistic, because he can afford to be, liberal by the name of the fucking Rock.
And deaf!
Red Glove Militant, what's going on, brother? Well, damn, son, we got all the boys together here in the wrestling house. Stone Cold Steve Austin just wanted to say welcome, and that's the bottom line. We're listening to JD right now. A lot of you stupid son of bitches out there drinking milk early in the morning doesn't make you a man, does it? What?
None of what he said
Beer and cornflakes, what?
here made sense. None of what he said here made sense. Speaking of the soul, Rock on the final boss wanting Cody Rhodes' soul. It was a litmus test to find out, in my opinion, how will fans respond if Cody sold his soul to the final boss? Let's get a temperature check on this. Let's establish it. Let's anchor it in. And come to find out, there was a lot of fans who were saying, sell your soul. I'm sorry, Dwayne. What? There were a lot of fans that wanted Cody Rhodes to sell his soul? That's not what I heard, and that's not what I saw. The people that were being mentioned as far as selling their soul were Rollins and CM Punk. I never heard anybody or looked at anybody seriously when they said maybe Cody would sell his soul. Where are you getting that type of narrative, and where are you getting that information? Do you want to know why Rock was so obsessed with possibly Cody turning heel and selling his soul? He goes on to say this.
Well, JD, son, Stone Cold Steve Austin definitely wants to know what the hell was going on through The Rock's mind when he thought he was going to interject and turn himself into his already made WrestleMania that had nothing to do with him. What?
This shit is going to be crazy. Whatever it is, it's compelling. It's going to be great. Let's do it. Sell your soul. So I was an advocate of that. Not turning Cody heel soon, but eventually down the line. I like that idea because Cody's a smart guy. He's an intelligent guy. He's a ring general.
Well, Red Glove, allow Stone Cold Steve Austin to break it down to you real fast on exactly what the hell happened in wrestling today. You got Cody Rhodes, son of Dustin Rhodes, the American Dream, who just won the World Wrestling Federation Championship at WrestleMania 40. And, of course, a bald-headed son of a bitch by the name of The Rock happened to assert himself. That really, really backfired when he tried to go up against Roman Reigns, his cousin in real life. Stone Cold, and everybody was like, So the fans spoke, and they got it. Next thing you know, the new goddamn champion happened to be Cody Rhodes. Undertaker came in, bam! Choke slammed the hell out that son of a bitch. And now, The Rock inserted himself one more time. And look what happened. What? The Rock is a prima donna. He didn't even show up. What? He's putting other blames on other things except himself. God damn it, son. Stone Cold Steve Austin has taken accountability. Why can't you? What?
And I think this idea, you give him a reason to turn way down the road, by the way.
Then we got a man who has a pelican nose for a goddamn nose on a human face by the name of Triple H, Paul Levesque, who just wanted to tell the fans to go fuck ourselves. What?
Him a reason to turn, not based on titles, not based on this, but it's his soul. And what that means, that affects generations. It's transcendent beyond pro wrestling, and fans were loving it. As we get closer to Elimination Chamber, we were kicking around ideas, myself and Triple H. And that's the fun part, by the way. Sure, I've been kicking ideas around with Triple H for 20 years. We're always having a great time with him and Nick Khan and my team as well. And Triple H says, what about this? What about turning John Cena heel? I said, I love it. I love it. Rock goes on to say, Cody is a smart guy. He's an intelligent guy. He's a ring general. Let's do it. Let's sell your soul. Cody is intelligent, Dwayne. because he said no to your stupid fucking idea at this point in time. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the idea of Cody turning heel is not an interesting aspect. But now, 1 year after he ended Roman Reigns' 4.5 years as WWE champion, and he's the most successful, financially successful WWE champion of any era ever, and the company is doing more money than any point in their history. You want to take the one guy who's the centerpiece of their success, and you want to turn him heel?
I have to agree with your son. Stone Cold Steve Austin thinks that's the most asinine, the most dumbest idea ever. And this is exactly why wrestlers at the state that it is. Put it up on a whole pile of dog shit. Now, I hope I was able to catch you gentlemen up on exactly what the hell's going on. Right now, the Jedi and JEDI from New York is breaking down exactly why the WWE sucks. They're not thinking of the common man. They're not thinking of the common woman. What?
Why? You say Cody's a smart businessman, a smart guy. He is because he told you no. You're the one who's not a smart businessman. You're the one who's not a smart guy because you see greed. You are selfish. Rock wanted to turn Cody heel because he can't live with the fact that Cody's fans and Cody himself won over everybody last year and made him look fucking stupid.
And bingo was his name. Oh, that's right. The Rock was very selfish. Wanted to turn Cody heel so he could take the. I'm telling you, bro, it gets even deeper. It gets even deeper, bro. Triple H, you're just a yes man. For you to come out and say, if you didn't like WrestleMania 41, I got 2 words for you. Fuck off. That's going to cost you. And I want everybody that's a content creator in the wrestling community to please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Just like we're getting on The Rock, we need to get on Triple H for saying this now. We need to tell him how ungrateful and how much of a fucking asshole he is for just telling us, oh, you didn't like it? Go fuck yourself then. Fuck off? Really? No. We cannot play favors here. We got to let Triple H know too. So I want the same energy that JD got, that I got, that y'all found out today. He told you go fuck off. You need to let this man, Triple H, Paul Levesque, know. Hate these damn commercials. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Gotta pay these damn bills. Shit's getting on my goddamn nerves. What? Women had the perspirant.
Cody won the Royal Rumble, pointed at Roman Reigns. Rock ex Cody for the title match because his family needs Rock and Roman. So Cody looked like a complete fucking bitch. A pussy. A cuck. Whatever you want to define him as. They hug. Cody's facial expression said it all. Fans were, what the fuck? How are you just going to disregard the Royal Rumble? I just watched this guy win the Royal Rumble, point to Roman Reigns. Rematch from 39. And he's just going to hand it over? Bro, you fucked up. You think fans forgot about that? Your ego was shattered to pieces, and you are still left picking them up. That bruised Rock so much.
What?
That this is the reason why he wants to turn Cody heel this year so vehemently, because he wants to be the people's champion.
What?
And I'm not even talking about character-wise. This is legitimate real life. Rock's ego's bruised. He wants to be the people's champion. He wants to be the guy that people admire and look towards, the savior. We should bow down to Dwayne Johnson.
What?
That's the reason why. Solomonster said last night on TNT, and I quote,
Peace to Solomonster.
if he wants to turn Cody into a heel so that he can be the babyface and eventually drop the title to Roman and it stays in the family. He does it for the family.
What?
He wants to take the title from a heel Cody with him being the people's champion.
What?
Folks, we're dealing with some really fucking demented, uber political garbage right now. And most of the people are not going to be able to decipher what's going on here, man.
Yep. Just like I said. A lot of politics that are coming in via The Rock. There's the same soul bitch that has to come in, man, to donate when they burned down fucking Hawaii because they want to turn it into a smart city. It's the same man who has like $500 million in his bank account, along with Oprah, who's already a billionaire, asking us to donate to fucking refurbish their fucking land. Knowing that between them two, they could have fixed that whole shit up. Really? Remember that? Yeah, so now The Rock says he's a Trumper because the Democrats side ain't work. No. You stay the fuck over there. You're liberal. You stay there. You stay there. And this is what he's doing. He's bringing this shit here.
And listen, I've been doing this way too long. I've been at this for many years, man. I've been through the fucking thick and thin. I've been in the fucking trenches with Vince McMahon and everything that he did, man. If you don't think I know what the fuck is going on just by listening to people talk, looking in their eyes, hearing them speak, and then seeing shit play out or don't play out on television, man, you got another fucking thing coming, bro. I said this on Monday. I'll get to what I said on Monday. Monday, after it sat with me for 24 hours on the live stream when we reviewed Raw, I will say exactly what I said then. This is exactly what The Rock is thinking about. He wants the spotlight, and he can't stand the fact that Cody, who was there, made a name for himself, made a man out of himself, led another company, only to come back and within 3 years is the fucking man. Because Cody is a Rhodes. Cody is not an Anoa'i, and he feels that his family should own everything. He feels like he should be the one. He's the guy. He's the king. The one that puts the food on the table. That's him. And he can't stand the fact that someone else came in here and took it all away from him, and that we backed Cody and not The Rock.
All right. If you want to watch the rest of that, go to JD from New York. This man knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? I'm telling you guys right now, man. This is what The Rock's doing. John Cena gave it away when he said, "I'm coming back to wrestling to ruin it." Yeah, under The Rock's name, of course. You know, so expect this shit to change. Expect a lot of favoritisms, nepotisms, and a lot of isms. It's going to be crazy, guys. And I just wanted to bring that, all credits to Wrestlaholic and, of course, JD from New York. Wrestling is something that's been entertaining. I, soon to become a 51-year-old man in a week, just want to say I will always enjoy it. But when it gets personal like this, where basically it's a product that you've enjoyed since childhood, and regardless you've seen its evolution, you're happy with some of it you're not. As a fan, that these are human beings as well, and they have a job to do, which is to entertain us. But for some reason, the people that are producing this show, this product, the new guys, they don't have respect for us fans at all. To actually say fuck off to millions of fans that basically sacrifice to catch up on your product, it's kind of a scumbag, not kind of, it's a scumbag move. It's wrong. I think people should start a lockout on these motherfuckers, us fans, until we get a public apology from them. Because if we don't push for this, as insulted as we are, content creator / fan, however the fuck you want to put it, if you are not offended and you don't feel so, I don't want to see SmackDown tomorrow. I don't give a fuck what happens tomorrow. I like wrestling. I love wrestling. But I don't care what's going to go on anymore. Number one, I don't trust it anymore. I don't trust the storylines. It just can switch. Remember, matches are eligible or subject to change, right? That little fine print Well, now it's no longer a fine print. It's in bold-faced letters. So now, since I can't trust any wrestling match because it can change, I'm following a storyline, all of a sudden it can change. And if I even dare to say, oh my God, it changed, they're telling me to fuck off. No. Wrestling right now, between the fans and whoever the fuck owns that over there, The Rock, Triple H, Khan, and the rest of these motherfuckers, y'all need to reevaluate your situation with the fans. And we better get either before tomorrow or during tomorrow or tomorrow's Friday Night SmackDown, because it's live. It's not taped. You better issue an apology, because what's gonna happen is it's more than likely the fans with the push of JD and the rest of the content creators here, because remember, look at the count. Look at the count of subscribers on every channel. The ones that I've issued here, and when you get deeper into the wrestling community, the other ones. You know what I'm saying? When I get my old channel back and shit like that, I'll be back up there with them on the thousands. Right now, this is just you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying here is credible. These guys are credible, and they know what they're talking about. I just need you guys to just like I'm letting everybody in that office know, not just The Rock, right? I would like the same fucking thing said to Triple H after he told us to fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that wrestling, bro. The divas now are fucking y'all gotta see these chicks now. They're more cheeky. They have more quads, you know, and more gluteus maximus than, you know, upstairs and shit. You know, they're more built and shit like wrestlers now, the chicks. But they're gorgeous. Like, holy shit. I would like to say that if there is another lifetime or a multiverse or anything like that, I hope that my other half, right, or my other self in a multiverse, and I wish this for all of you guys too, right, that are watching, right? I wish this for your other, like, if Red Glove Militant and Rosclot in the multiverse, right, exist and shit, if right, I hope that your Rosclot and your Red Glove and my Jedi, right, we are the cameramen for that WWE in that fucking multiverse, because being the cameraman in those matches, bro, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Otherwise than that, I'm your boy Jay Cotto. All right, you guys fucking rock. Just want to let you guys know as well. I just dropped a couple of videos. You know what I'm saying? You guys can go check it out. As well as I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. I've been contemplating it, but I'm thinking about redoing the Brasco and his 45. You know what I mean? I've got better hookup, better mics and stuff like that now and stuff. You know, I got a soundboard and stuff like that. And I got to just hook it up. So I'm thinking about redoing Brasco and his 45, which is a YTBC original. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. But otherwise than that, man, I'm your boy Jay Cotto, the Jedi. God bless each and every one of y'all. And remember, please have the same energy for fucking Triple H. Stay vigilant, guys. Thanks for coming through. Peace.